How to refoam a speaker with a polypropylene cone. Start by scraping the old foam off of the polypropylene cone. Just use a straight edge blade or a utility knife blade and scrape as much as you can. You can't get all of it off. Don't use lacquer thinner solvent. Then use your utility blade and holding the edge so it points away from you, cut the foam off of the frame. Just scrape it in a 360-degree circle until it's all gone. Sometimes it will peel right off and make your life a little easier. Once you have the frame clean and the cone as clean as possible, you're ready to refoam. We like to take the dust cap off and use shims to keep the voice coil centered. So cut the shims that you receive in little strips. Cut the dust cap off horizontally. Be careful when you come over the leads that you don't cut the leads. And just take off some or most of the dust cap. Insert the shims into the space between the voice coil and the center of the magnet or the pole piece. That will help keep the voice coil centered during the refoaming process. You want to then move the cone so that it's at a nice natural position so it's level and the spider is flat. That's what we're showing you here. Use your contact glue and spread a nice thin bead around the outside of the cone. We try not to ever touch the glues, so you can use the nozzle as a spreader and get the glue down into a nice flat bead. Let that glue get tacky and then insert your foam. You have a few minutes to adjust it until it's centered correctly, and then press into place. Let that dry. About an hour later, you can put the glue on the frame for the outside edge of the foam surround. Same thing, use the tip of the nozzle to help spread the glue out. And again, once it's tacky, you can press down. If you get extra glue on the outside of the frame, use a piece of masking tape to pull it up. Press the foam down in place, and you have a few minutes to be able to move it around as needed. Once that's completed, let it dry for a few hours or overnight. Then, once that is dry, remove your shims. Use a piece of masking tape and insert it in the voice coil spacing there to remove any dirt or debris that might have fallen into the gap. Then test the speaker with a music source, or we're going to use a function generator here. And make sure that the voice coil is moving smoothly before you put the dust cap back on. Put your bead of glue on the edge of the dust cap. Be careful to move it away from the speaker so that there's no dripping into your finished speaker. And we just use a little piece of tape to help put it right in place. So again, you're not touching the glue. Put a small weight on top of the dust cap so that it can dry in place. And after about an hour, you're done.